Imagine a phone that costs under 17,000 Indian rupees. What do you think it gives you? A small battery? Basic cameras? Maybe just okay performance? Well, the Realme 15X is here to flip that script. First, let's talk battery, because this thing is a monster. A 7,000 milliamp hours battery in a budget phone. That's not just all day use, that's 2 full days for most people. And when you finally do plug it in, you've got 60W fast charging. Big battery, fast charging, and yes, it can even reverse charge your earbuds or a friend's dying phone. At this price point, that's rare. Now cameras. Here's where things get interesting. On the back, you get a solid 50MP main sensor for everyday shots. But the real shocker? The selfie camera is also 50MP. That's right, the front camera is as powerful as the rear. Whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or just crystal clear video calls. This phone is built for creators on a budget. Then the display. A big 6.8 1-inch screen, full HD+, running at 120 Hz. Most budget phones stop at 60 Hz, maybe 90 Hz if you're lucky, but 120 Hz at this price? That's buttery smooth scrolling, gaming, and animations without breaking the bank. Sure, it's an LCD and not a MOLED, but honestly, at this price, you're getting smoothness over luxury. And that's a smart trade. Performance is handled by the MediaTek Dimensity 6300. Not a flagship chip, but plenty for everyday stuff. Social media, YouTube, multitasking, and even some decent mid-range gaming. Pair that with up to 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage, plus a micro SD slot, and you've got plenty of room for apps and games. And here's a surprise most people don't expect. The Realme 15X is IP68 and IP69 rated, with MIL-STD8 10H compliance. This budget phone is dust tight, water resistant up to 2 meters, and tough enough to handle splashes and rough use. Even premium flagships don't always give you this level of durability. At the end of the day, the Realme 15X is built for people who want huge battery life, strong durability, and great selfie performance without spending big. It's not here to flex with 8K video or AMOLED panels, but it nails the basics and sneaks in features you'd never expect in this price range. So, is the Realme 15X the new budget king? Let's break it down step by step. Camera with flash camera quality. On the back, the Realme 15X keeps it simple with a single 50MP wide lens. While it's not a triple lens setup, it still offers decent versatility for everyday shots. Portraits, landscapes, and casual photography. PDAF ensures focusing is quick and reliable. Low light performance will be average. It doesn't pack flagship level night mode. But the f/1.8 aperture lets in a good amount of light. For video, it maxes out at 1080p at 30 FPS. So no 4K or cinematic options. The real surprise is on front camera. You also get a 50MP selfie shooter. That's rare at this price point, and it should give you sharp, detailed selfies. It also supports 1080p video, making it solid for video calls and casual vlogging. Display. Now let's shine a light on the display, because this is where Realme quietly over-delivers. You're getting a 6.8 1-inch full HD Plus panel, which already means big screen entertainment, gaming, and multitasking. But here's the kicker. It runs at a 120 Hz refresh rate. Most phones in this price range stick to 60 Hz. Some might push to 90 Hz if they're feeling generous. But 120 Hz, that's a spec you usually see in mid-rangers or even flagships. What that means for you is smoother scrolling, more fluid animation, and a real difference in gaming, where every swipe, flick, and tap just feels faster. Now, yes, it's an IPS LCD, not a MOLED. That means you won't get those ultra-deep blacks or punchy OLED contrast. But here's the thing, Realme balances it out with solid brightness, accurate colors, and wide viewing angles. Watching Netflix, YouTube, or just browsing, the experience is crisp and immersive thanks to the size and sharpness. And because it's pushing 395 pixels per inch, text looks sharp, images stay detailed, and you don't get that pixelated feel some budget displays suffer from. In simple terms, this screen isn't just big, it's smooth, sharp, and practical, especially for gamers and binge watchers on a budget. Battery life. Daily usage is one of the strongest points here. The Realme 15X packs a massive 7,000 milliamp hours battery, which is one of the largest in its class. For most users, that means up to 2 days of regular use, streaming, gaming, calls, and browsing, before you even think about charging. When it's time to top up, you've got 60W wired fast charging, which can refill a large chunk of the battery in under an hour. There's also 5W reverse wired charging, so you can share your power with earbuds or a friend's phone in a pinch. No wireless charging here, but at this price, that's expected. Rocket performance. Under the hood, the Realme 15X runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 6nm chipset. It's not a flagship processor, but paired with a Mali G57 GPU, it should handle daily tasks like social media, web browsing, and video playback with ease. Light to mid gaming like PUBG Mobile or Genshin Impact at medium settings should also be fine, though don't expect ultra settings performance. Floppy disk storage and RAM. You got two memory options, 128GB with 6GB RAM or 128GB with 8GB RAM. Both use LPDDR4X RAM, which is decent for multitasking at this level. If you need more storage, there's a micro SDXC slot shared with SIM, letting you expand beyond 128GB. Antenna bars connectivity. The Realme 15X is 5G ready, future-proofing you for faster networks. It supports dual nano SIMS with flexibility for swapping between carriers. For wireless, you got Wi-Fi 5C, not the newest Wi-Fi 6.7, but good enough for fast browsing and streaming. Bluetooth 5.3 is here for stable connections with earbuds and wearables. Sadly, no NFC, so no contactless payments. Shield software and updates. Out of the box, it ships with Android 15 skinned with Realme UI 6.0. Realme usually offers at least 2 years of major updates and 3 years of security patches on mid-range phones, so you're covered for a reasonable time. Magnet build and design. This is where Realme adds some toughness. The 15X comes with IP68/IP69 dust and water resistance, and even MIL STD 810H compliance, meaning it can handle splashes, dust, and even higher pressure water jets. That's a rare feature at this price point. It's available in red and blue finishes, with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner for quick unlocks. The phone also keeps the 3.5mm headphone jack, which a lot of users will appreciate. Money with Wings price and value. Starting expected price is 16,999 Indian rupees, mean just 17,000 only. The Realme 15X is aiming for budget-conscious buyers who don't want to compromise on battery durability or basic performance. For the price, you're getting a massive battery, a high refresh display, and rugged protection, things you rarely see bundled together at this cost. Brand and ecosystem. If you already use Realme earbuds, wearables, or other devices, the 15X fits neatly into the ecosystem with Realme Link integration. It's not as expansive as Apple or Samsung's ecosystems, but for the price, it offers a straightforward and connected experience. Final verdict. The Realme 15X is a budget phone with standout battery life, rugged build quality, and surprisingly strong selfie camera performance. It skips out on flagship perks like AMOLED or 4K video, but at this price, it delivers where it really matters.